Hello everyone, this is Mike. I thought I'd do today, which I consider a remake or redo of my quick review of the iPad Air 2020 version this is the base model with the i3. And I'm going to tell you my reasons why I think the model i3 is just fine and you shouldn't be shorted because you picked the i3. It turns out the i3 has a similar single thread performance or just slightly below the single thread performance of the Core i5 and the Core i7. On single score, the i7 is a bit higher, but it's not too far off of the i5 model. Frankly, with the heating problems, I don't know about the iCore model, iCore 5 model, but the iCore 3 model, I don't have the heating problems that supposedly other people have. I suppose if you're doing something beyond the scope of this computer, you really should get a different computer. I frankly do have other laptops and desktops because that's what I do. And if I need to do something beyond the scope of this particular computer, I use one of those. But anyway, if you go in the scope of just doing Facebook, Instagram, and what have you, this computer is just fine and very snappy. Anyway, I'd like to highlight the dual Type C Thunderbolt ports. There's no Type A, as some have noted. You still have the headphone jack also, which is nice because you don't always have Bluetooth available, especially with dead batteries. And sometimes you just like to have a wired headphone. Okay. And I thought, let's get started with this review. Okay, let's open it. Now, what many people like is the fact that you can open this one hand. That's a big wow. I don't really care. Right now, it's very helpful for making a video. But to be honest, a lot of times it's neither here or there. But anyway, we're going to let it boot up in real time. Booting up, sometimes it's faster than this. Even though it has an SSD, it's not always the fastest. Sometimes I do find it's pretty quick. That's not too bad. I didn't count that, but it's not too bad. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, one thing I do like about this particular thing is this mountain. It's funny. With my Windows computers, I have the same picture, and I can have a bigger choice of pictures. But if you like the dynamic change where you just changes color and as the sun goes down, it's pretty nice. I did see on the web on their Apple Store you can download more scenes that go from day to night. I have it on dynamic. Anyway, as people have noted, I avoided the Mac earlier, even when I had the money. I didn't always have the money because of the keyboard. But as many people have said, this lit keyboard is much better, much more reliable. I do have a family member who has the old one, and he said he never had any problems with them. But it was such a big problem. I'd probably be one who would have one. And the Genius bar is known to keep your computers from I just stand a long time. I did have a few years ago. You probably noticed I did have a iMac, which are pretty good, and I put Windows on them, and I made a couple videos of that. But my point is, this Core i3, you're going to find it's plenty quick for what you want to do. Let's go ahead and open the browser. What I do appreciate about this, when it opens up the mouse, look, instant. There you go. Let's go to Snap, just like that. Now this is the Core i3 version. Like I said, the single thread is pretty high, even compared to the Core i5 version. I rarely hear the fan for what I do. And like I said, that's Facebook, Instagram, little things like that. Maybe watching a show, YouTube. I rarely hear the fans. Now there have been times when my other computer, I did hear the fan a little bit when I was opening certain EPUB, larger EPUB publications, but it didn't get hot. In fact, I have a Ryzen 5 that gets a lot hotter than this thing does. It's faster, don't get me wrong, at least as far as doing heavy duty stuff. But you're talking about a processor that can actually game at a fairly high level, even though it's not a gaming laptop. But anyway, I just wanted to bring out some of the features on this particular and why I like it. But I just wanted to make defense of this Core i3 Mackbook Air. If you feel the need and you don't want to spend $100 for a very little game, I'm going to tell you, there's been several people who gamed on this on the web, and they found that for certain things, it's indistinguishable between the performance on this thing and the Core i5 version for just low general things. So I'm going to defend this thing. If I go to iCore 5 model, it'll be the MacBook Pro, because then I would be wanting to do more things than what I'm doing on this one, or a Windows machine. I have Windows laptops and I'm very happy with what they do. I'm not really what you call a true Mac man. So anyway, oh, it's going to play that music. Anyway, that's the latest. Anyway, this is Mike. I'm going to sign off for now, but I just wanted to say some of the things I liked about the new 2020 MacBook Air, and don't be scared off by the Core i3 version. Okay, have a good day. Bye.